Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today I've already got this cut out and inked up. This is the box, the design team project for Tracy Fox Creative, and this is the Gardener's Almanack box, and there's cards and there's tags and there's small tags and there's some labels and there's like tabs, and there's some fussy cuts and there's more fussy cuts and there's some files and there is some like bigger postcards there. That's some blank bits, and there is some faux tape that's on paper. She does also have her faux tape kit, and you've got this little selection of images as well, and there is also, which is the thing I was trying to get, seed packets. But we're going to make the box because I can't send you to make Tracy's box this time because Tracy hasn't done, she's very busy, hasn't done a video. I love all these boxes Tracy's doing. We've got a front and a back, which are identical, so you don't need to worry about that. We've got two bottoms and we've got two sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay your front and your back down, and then this will go, this is one of the bottoms, will go inside. You can see how I've got it all upside down. That's just because that's the way I prefer to do it. And I'll show you for like a second. So that goes in there. Let's stick those down. Let's just do this as we're going along, and then hopefully that'll make it nice and simple for you to understand if you're waiting for somebody to show you. So on this side where the images are, you want to glue that flap along the bottom. I'm just using my scotch and good. Permanent, you just need to look for the word permanent on your glue stick, or washable, see washable, up to 40 degrees, that makes it permanent. And right, so we want to stick this along that line there, and you can see how I've made sure I've got a nice bit of inking even over the line, just in case something isn't quite straight. So that's that. I'll give that a fold so I know that's going in there. That's that. Let's do the same on the other side. So I want to, again, now I'm taking a bit of a risk. This is the third box Tracy's done this year, and her boxes are very accurate, so I haven't actually made one of these up in advance. I made one for creep on, but let's make sure we push this on the right way. So we're going to put this on here, and I made one for December and July. Hold on a second, I'll get that for you. I did a wee mini one for December and July, and I've cut out everything, and I hand cut, I don't use a machine or anything to cut, and I made the little box. But have I done anything else? No. I thought I'd have a wee project for you with that, but to tell you the truth, I think it's the weather that's putting me off. It's just making, see there, that's the right level there, but that's just slightly over there. Now, maybe we want to just reset that. You do have a bit of playtime. Move it down a wee bit. I think it's my cutting as opposed to Tracy's box. Yeah, there we go. That's better. There's still a little bit out. We'll see how that goes when we come to. So that's those front and your back, and they'll come up like this. And then these flaps here, this will stick on here. These flaps here will be held inside this side one. So let's stick these on, side ones. So you end up with this. You've got one of your bases, you've got your two sides, your front and your back. So these two flaps here are going to end up in between these two bits here. Let me just show you this way as well so you can see that flap's going to end up in between those two there, like that. So what I want to do is I want to glue on those two bits. So we're going to bring these up and they're going to go so bring that one up and square that off. Make sure it's going to be it's nice and square up there, up that line, and then do the same with this side. I'm just suggesting you do the sides this way rather than doing the long bits first, because I think you'll find you'll get a nicer and neater if you've got the sides done. Now I suggest just shutting that down to see if you've got that how you want. It's going to need a wee bit of fettling on the inside, but that's okay. So that we'll just take that up because that's not actually glued yet. So let's just put these back out the way just now. So we now need to do the same with this end. So we need those ones folded in and there. So we need to glue these two. How did I do that gluey bit there? It's down there. You use whatever glue you want. You could use tape as well if you wanted to. Don't use cheap stick glue. If you've just got a cheap stick glue that only costs you 25 pence or something, then don't use that because your box won't stay together with that. Right, then bring this one up, and again let's get these nice and square. You've got to really do these two together because of the nature of the box. You've got to have already had that one folded in a wee bit. Just get these nice and square with your lines up the top like that. Oops. Wasn't the square as I'd liked it to be, so I'm just going to square it up again. I haven't cut that one very straight. Now let's just give it a really good burnish down in there. Tell it's a good burnish because it's squeaking the paper. Okay, now what we need to do is we want to stick that one down and that one down, then those two down. The first thing we need to do is just see if that's going to stick. That just needs a little bit off the bottom. I think all of these are going to need a little bit off the bottom because they're sitting on a they might not. I think probably will. There's that one. Oh, let's see if it's going to fit first. Yeah, that's going to fit now. Let's take that back out and ink it. And this time I'm going to use glitter glue, because I want to make sure I'm right along. I know it's going to spill out, so I know if I do it right close to the edge, it'll be okay. The edge, and just put some up the middle as well. And that's that one. And because it's glitter glue, so there's a, I'll end up with lines if I'm not careful. I'm going to burnish that with my bone folder rather than just my fingers. There we go. Oh look, I've made a mess there. Right, we'll come back to that later. I've got to put a bit of glue under here as well. That's a bit. That'll be the side I took back out again. Right, so let's do this one. Oh, I didn't check it fitted, did I? Okay, that needs some off the side. You could hear it squeaking as it went in, couldn't you? Bit off the bottom as well. I don't think I've cut that one straight. I think that's what's happened there. I've not cut it, I don't think I've folded it square. Oh no, there is a little bit sticking out there actually. No, I need to take a bit more off that side. If you decide to leave it, what you'll find is the next sides then, of course, aren't going to fit in very well either, because you've knocked them out. This is not Tracy's pattern. This is my cutting out and folding, but they are easy. This just demonstrates to you that it's easy just to fettle them if need be. So now that fits in there nicely. Just pull that down. Then we're going to fold in these sides, and I love the way Tracy's given us the upside down pattern so it's the right side when it's in. And I don't know if you can see there, can you see that just that corner there's just not quite, and along the bottom it needs a bit off as well. So let's take it back out. And I said this is more to do with how well or not you've cut than Tracy's box, cut and folded. Yeah, that's fine along the bottom now, is it? Yeah, it's fine along the bottom now, but I need that wee corner bit off. Corner bit off here. Yeah, I'm going to do this before I stick that down. I'm going to check the other side as well. Yeah, I'm needing a bit off the bottom again. That's better. And then what I want to do is I want to put the bottom in and then just make sure, and if the bottom goes in fine, Now you can see how that corner there is needing a little, oh actually it might be okay. No, that corner there just needs a little attention. Right, so I'm going to take this bottom out again. See, this just shows you that you don't actually need to stick the sides down at all, because the bottom's now in and doesn't want to come out. I can't actually get it out with my fingernail. Right, so let's stick the sides in. Yes, this is aqua to glue the hole. It dries all the time. I don't understand, because that doesn't, I've heard me say this before, it doesn't dry for me at all. Well, it does, but it lets me forget to put the top back on for ages. Just make sure, I should take this one out first. Let's get that one out of the way. Just make sure I don't catch that one on the... That's just because it's a silicone mat it's sticking, that's not because it's glue. So put this on here. And if you press it down, just roll it in, then A, you're less likely to have ended up with it in the wrong place, and B, you're not going to end it stuck to the other side. And then just burnish that down. There we go. And let's now put the bottom of the box in. Bottom down. I should have taken a note of this way I put it in last time to make sure I put it in the same time this time, otherwise it might not have fit if it was the other way around. There we go. Now the best way to burnish the bottom of the box is to use something like the bottom of your, something rounded that's not going to damage the paper, but just it's the best way to burnish putting the bottom bit down. That's the box made up. Now going to get on to what's going inside the box. Well, it would appear, for some reason I don't understand, that this next part of the video has no sound in it. It could be, well, I don't know. Anyway, you can see that I've already made up some of the files to put in it. I've decorated the front of the box. I put in little brads so it looked like it was attached, and I heat embossed with clear the label. The small labels round the side and down the bottom are Tracy's labels from other kits, and the little flower on the front is from this kit, and it's just mounted on a bit of fabric. I'm now going to go through making one of the files the way I've made it. You can make it however you want. There's two versions of the files. Now you might have thought like me, oh, I printed that page again by mistake, and you haven't. You have two files on each page. The first two files on a page have this kind of spine between the bottom, between the two of them, making it a file that can hold more stuff, kind of more things if you like. And the other one, the next page, has the same two designs but without that bit in the middle, so you can have a file that just folds straight. I'm going to use both of them for the way I'm going to make up the flowers, and you can see clearer maybe the spine once I've inked it. So I've taken out the ones with the spine and inked all the way around them, both sides, and I've spilled the ink over a bit because I'm going to put those bits on there, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two. I've lost my tab. I'm going to have to go and retrieve my tab. I obviously picked it up when I took the other stuff over. Now you can see that clearly the files are the same size, whether it's the one with the spine or without the spine. And so if you do what I'm going to do and line your file with the other file, then you could line it straight away and just use the file as it already is. You can see that the image goes right to the edge of the page. I actually prefer to do it this way, and it's personal preference, you don't have to do it this way. I prefer to trim off a little bit and then have a little bit of border showing round that's why I've over-inked it. And you can see the difference between the two there. As I said, it's just personal preference, that's all it is. I also, when turning this round, the front of the file in my mind is the one where Tracy's added some embellishments, so she's put some labels on there, and she's also used some kind of faux tape to put on, as if that was holding that bit of vegetation on. So I like that to be the front, and then I like to echo that front on the inside of the back page, as it were. You don't need to do that either. You can put the plain page on there, you can do whatever you want. My understanding is that Tracy originally decided this kit was for gardeners to take notes and things to create their almanac. It's an gardener's almanac box, so have a records of when they planted stuff, when they cut stuff, when they'd sown things. I'm just measuring where the next tab needs to go here, and I like to put my tab underneath the inside cover. But for me, I just feel it's a neater finish than having it on the outside of the inside cover. I mean, obviously it's on the outside, the back, but I just like it to be underneath. So yeah, so my understanding is that's what Tracy designed this for, so that gardeners could make notes, store their seeds in this little file folder, which is a lovely idea, but I'm using it for something slightly different here. It's not slightly different, it's quite a lot different from a gardener's. So although this is a gardener's almanac and it's meant for one thing, you can see that it can be used in other ways as well. I'm now just trimming down this inside. So if you were going to use it as a gardener's almanac, what you might want to do is not put the inside pages on. You might want to stamp lines or draw lines, or just put spaces on for writing on the inside of the covers, as well as adding things to the file on the outside of the cover. Now I measured the file, the tabs going 3 left to right and 3 right to left, and 7 of these files with the spine I think is a nice fit in the box without squashing stuff. You could put 8 in if you wanted, but you know what I'm like with odd numbers, and 9 just wasn't going to work. So that meant I had to find another area. And then what I've done is, as you can see here, with very flat, I love these flat paper clips, I'm just putting a glassine envelope on each side, and then I'm getting out my dried flowers. Now these dried flowers live in this box, and I don't use them as much as I should because the box is kept away, and I have to think about them rather than when I'm looking around for a decoration, they're there on my desk, as it were. So I thought, if I put dried flowers and leaves, especially the more delicate stuff that I hate being in this box because it ends up getting broken, I can put the smaller leaves that maybe I would use when I'm just looking for, oh, where's the wee leaf? You know, that way sometimes you think, oh, I want something behind that, and you grab for a bit of material, but it's not really material. Well, maybe it's the leaf I want, and if it's there, maybe I will start using these leaves more. There's also some flowers and some petals, which we'll come to in a bit, but a lot of the stuff, of course, is too big to go in the pockets, and I'm just sorting out what's there so I can decide which ones to use and which ones that I maybe won't put in. So there goes all the ginkgo leaves. I love a ginkgo leaf. That's, I couldn't see what that one is. These are the Christmas plant. I'm going to say Montbretia, but it's not Montbretia, that's something totally different. Oh, that's terrible. You know what I mean? Red flowers, but the flowers are actually red leaves. And here we have rose petals, and we have hydrangea flowers, and there's a fuchsia flower, and those petals are from another plant that I can't remember what it was. They're very, very delicate. They're probably, they need to go, those ones need to go in as slides, kind of idea. And so I'm just filling up these. I got out, these are leaves that I glycerined, and I was just checking to see if there was any small stuff, because they're actually much more robust. As you can see, I could fold them over. They're much more robust. They're not as delicate, but I had to look to see if there was any little things I wanted to put in here. I'm now getting another bag because what I'm doing is doubling up some of them. These are beautiful leaves that are all starting to decay, so I only wanted two in an envelope, and I just decided to double them up so that I've got more space. And so I can then just go and have a look and see what I want. I could change the labels on the thing, but actually I'm not inclined to do that. I don't think. Well, we'll see how, when I use it, I might decide to change the label so it says something like, oh, I don't know, ferns are in this one, or like ginkgo leaves are in this one, but then it means you can't move things around as you get other bits and pieces to put that away in the right place. And then I'm just showing you here that I ended up doubling up some of them. So they're easy to get at. I was originally thought about taking the envelope apart and sewing it in, so like there was two signatures, but then you can't take the envelope out, so I think I much prefer doing it this way, so that you can take the envelope out, and actually the fact that I've doubled up some of them certainly, no, not there, Kirsten, in there, yeah, certainly makes it easier. You can also see the box now is nice and square. After I'd just newly made it, it's kind of all still a bit twisted because it just needs glue to dry and settle down. There's a bit of space. If you're just using the flat ones, you could certainly fit in a lot more. You'd probably use all the envelope. And here's a wee close-up look. As I say, thank you very much for watching. The links are all down below. You take care. Bye for now. Keep crafting.